I worked at Wienerschnitzel. I had a wiener dude attitude, and I have the badge to prove it.
Go off, Delta!
Listen, I know you've gotten used to me complaining about all the fast food places, and I'm going to continue to do that because all of these places need to be told, they need to be put in their place. But there is a place that's been flying under the radar for a long, long time. And while I do love them, and I am going to be praising them, they still, they're not the best in the whole wide world. There isn't really a best. But they do their best. They do their damnedest. And that's Wienerschnitzel. Wienerschnitzel, or der Wienerschnitzel, depending upon what you like to call it, is that place that's like, it's a hot dog place. That's what it's known for. And the old school ones have like, it looks like a temple. Like, here's the temple, here's the steeple. Open it up, and there's all the people. Like, that's what it looks like, right? So slightly churchy. It's red and yellow, which in advertising, if you did not know, I'm an advertising expert, I know. Those are the colors that attract people the most. That's why you'll always see those colors in really effective advertising. Your eye will always go to that. Shell gas station, McDonald's, Wienerschnitzel. The thing about Wienerschnitzel is that they constantly have seasonal items, and some of those seasonal items, like one or two things from the collection, will kick around all year round. So, for instance, if you drove by my Wienerschnitzel near where I live, it says carnitas are back. So if you don't know what carnitas are, they're basically, it's like a pulled pork, right? Marinated a certain way. So suddenly they've got hot dogs that they're putting pulled pork on, and then they're putting a green onion or red onion or something on there. And then they're like, guess what? Carnitas fries. Now, I know that they do them up the street as well seasonally at Del Taco, but they really do them also here at Wienerschnitzel. Of course, when October rolls around, they go balls to the wall with an Oktoberfest, because that's the thing. A brat, an all beef dog, a regular dog, a Polish sausage dog. Like they go all out with that. They also have tons and tons and tons of like seasonal dessert things. So they always have like the chocolate dipped cone, which I love. The thing about a chocolate dipped cone for me is that I don't want to be around you when I'm eating it. Because when I'm eating that chocolate dipped cone, it's a race to not get the vanilla ice cream to melt all over the place. So if I'm eating the chocolate dipped cone, I'm really servicing it. Like I go there with my mouth. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I really like, I go there about an ice cream cone that's dipped in chocolate. I'm not afraid, but I am afraid of you seeing me do it, because I don't want you to really know what this mouth do. I know you know that the main thing that this mouth does is hurt your feelings, but it also can up an ice cream cone. And that chocolate dipped cone at Wienerschnitzel goes off because it's hot, right? And it turns into a shell. And then as soon as you bite it, it starts tearing up and all that ice cream starts coming out. So then you're licking it, right? And then you're like slapping it, and then you're flipping it, and then you rub it down. Like you go in on the cone because you don't want it all over the place, right? I mean, at least not in the beginning. So I want to really take care of that. But here's the thing. You don't have to just have chocolate, because you can have it dipped in strawberry. You can have it dipped in sometimes caramel. They have the sauces. Like some restaurants, who's the one? Arby's says, we have the meats. And they do. But Wienerschnitzel has the desserts. They have the carnitas. Some days they're like, beer battered fish. You want a beer battered fish hot dog? Let's do it. It's Lent. We're going to have it out. Then the next time you turn around, they're like, guess what? It's all about blue raspberry, whatever. They're pouring blue raspberry sauce on fries. They're putting a little bit of chicken nuggets on top of it. They want your kids to be happy. They've got something for them. Everything is a celebration there. Everything is a special promo. What do you want? Do you want Lucky Charms milkshakes? We've got it for you, because they'll bring them out. They'll bring out milkshakes that have anything you want. It wouldn't surprise me if I was at Wienerschnitzel and they ground up a hot dog and put it in a milkshake. And it would probably not surprise you that I would buy it just to taste it. I know I wouldn't like it, and so I would report that to you. But I would try it. One time, a few years ago at Walmart, they had hot dog flavored potato chips and I tried them. They were vomitous. They were the grossest things ever, but I had to try it. You know what I mean? I'm a chip connoisseur. I understand crisps if you're in the UK. I love wienerschnitzel. I should have it on in a future Very Delta episode. I will wear it. When I was in high school, I worked at wienerschnitzel. I had a wiener dude attitude, and I have the badge to prove it. My boss's name was Fred, and he always used to go, "Are you there for me? Are you there for me?" Because, wienerschnitzel is small inside. They're little. And so he would always come up to us if you were like cooking the fries or you were at the window. He's all, "Come on, be there for me. Come on, are you there for me? Hey, Gabe, are you there for me?" That's what he would always say, and it kept us going. And I remember having a good time there. I liked working in that environment. It was just it was small, but I love a boss that's really proactive in that way. So I did like that. Also, if you didn't know, those wienerschnitzels that go up to a point like that, the office is at the top. They drop down a ladder and you have to climb up there to go do your cash in your money or whatever. But wienerschnitzel, baby, they will do candy. They'll just get candy, crush it up and put it on tater tots and serve it to you. And they're like, guess what? The theme for, they just pull the theme out of the air. I feel like it reminds me of Vita Boheme and Noxzema Jackson sitting outside of that little bar in Spidersville in the movie To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar. And they said, "What happens here?" And the lady goes, "Well, we have a strawberry social." And they said, "Well, what's the theme?" And she goes, "We don't know what that means." And they said, "Well, you have to have a theme for a party." And they said, "Well, we grow strawberries because it's a strawberry social." And somebody said, "Oh, they grow wild out here." And Noxzema said, "Red and wild, that's your theme." And I think that's what happens at corporate, at wienerschnitzel. They're just like, "Hey, what do we have going on? What did we get a deal on?" And they're like, "I don't know. We got a deal on Pennzoil, 30 grade weight oil. And we also have a lot of red onion." And they're like, "Oily onions, that's your theme." And they're like, "What are we going to do with it?" "I don't know. Let's do a black milkshake and then we'll top it with crispy fried red onion." And they push it out there and people are like, isn't this good? Because you don't want to hurt the feelings of wienerschnitzel because even if it's up, like they are trying, they are really trying there. They have a contract with Pepsi. I get it. But some of the fun stuff that they have there is just, it's almost like a candy land in a way. It's like Willy Wonka. It's like nothing is off limits at wienerschnitzel. Everything is a concept. And it's not just like we're bringing out milkshakes. It's like something goes with it. So there's going to be a hot dog version of it. There's going to be a milkshake version of it. There's going to be I don't know, maybe they even have breakfast food. I've never thought about breakfast food at wienerschnitzel. I would eat breakfast food. I think they should bring out something that my family has always done. You may laugh at it. You may think it's like low rent or whatever, but it's good. So don't laugh. Huevo con weenie. Huevo con weenie basically means that you get a hot dog and you slice them up into little medallions. You fry them in a pan until they get nice and crispy. And then you throw in like a couple of eggs that have already been scrambled in a bowl and you cook it. And it's like a hot dog omelet. It's so good. Wienerschnitzel, you need to bring that out. I'm telling you, nobody's doing that. You could do a full egg, egg heaven. That's your theme. Egg heaven. And we will do that omelet. It'll be on like, it could be in a hot dog bun that we put on the grill. And then we open it up and then we put that omelet. So it's like a bun omelet storyline. That's an option. I would say, I know you like to introduce a dessert. I'm going to say instead of a dessert, we do like a loaded hot dog tots. Loaded hot dog tots. Your fries are usually really good too. I will say if they're cooked right, they're good. We put on there the eggs. We cook the eggs like we just said. The weenies, cooked them down. We maybe put some onion in there. We do egg. Once it's all done, we sort of chop it real fast and then put that on top of the tater tots with a drizzle of ketchup. You already have, and that's the thing with these things is you have to already have most of this stuff on hand, right? You have tater tots on hand. You don't need to order that. You have the hot dogs on hand. You don't have to order that. You have ketchup. If you design this properly, it would be so good. Nobody is doing huevo con weenie, and you need to do it at wienerschnitzel. It's correct. I'm telling you, people are going to love it. They're going to love it. Do you want to see me take a break? Because I think you want to see me take a break.